But I'm going to make a blog today about love and
But
relationships.
to me,
Actually,
the human spirit has two qualities: the feminine, passion, joyful quality, and the masculine, directive, um, focused quality. So that if you feel like your life is missing passion, you'll probably go try and find that in a woman. And if your life is lacking direction or structure, you'll probably go try and find that in a man. Um, and of course, like the bottom line is, like we can embody both passion and direction if we so choose, you know. And we can also look for it in other people. We can look for love or passion or direction in other people, but inevitably we will be disappointed if we're looking for those things
love
outside of
is actually an
ourselves.
extension to me. It's that extension between, two people, or the extension between yourself, because whatever you have going on is basically an extension between you. Like certain people, they have like trust issues or whatever. Trust issues is just basically within yourself, you and God. So if you say that you don't trust somebody, you have some issues that you have going on that you need to work out with the self. Basically, with life, mostly everything is with the self. And if you don't trust yourself, it's some issues internally that you have that you need to, basically open up so you can be able to trust others. So once you begin to trust yourself, you open up a whole world of love. And I think that's the whole divine, I think that's the message of it, and that's also the reason why we live in. So we can be able to find love and be able to open up and create that divine love.
I agree totally. There were like several points that I heard that I wanted to kind of go back over. One was that one of the purposes of life is to find love, you know, and I believe another like that is in relationship to our desire for freedom, you know, and so we're learning to love and be free at the same time and allow others to be loved. And you also mentioned that we like when we look for love, sometimes if we're not doing it correctly, we're kind of like using people as mirrors.
Yeah.
And inevitably, when you use somebody else as your mirror, to a certain degree, it's a broken mirror.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. You know, so you're like looking at like slightly warped elements of yourself.
Yeah.
And then the other thing you said that I really wanted to go back over was you said that love is a type of relating to yourself or to other people. And when I spoke about the masculine and the feminine, I'm talking about that magnetic attraction, where the masculine is one pole and the feminine is one pole, you know, and it's a way of circulating energy and of creating a meaningful life, you know, within yourself or within
We're basically
the
an
community.
extension of each other. I'm the extension of you, you're an extension of me. I'm an extension of my wife, I'm an extension of my children. They are basically me. We're all basically one person looking at each other.
Mm-hmm.
So if I come to you and I say, man, I love you so much, that's basically speaking about the love that's inside of me. If I say, well, you know what, I can't stand you, man, you're gonna want to. But I'm basically speaking to myself. I'm basically speaking from that extension of myself, because everything that comes out of my mouth is basic extension of me or a reflection of me. And that's basically the human nature point of love. I'm an extension of you and you're an extension of me, and it's basically until we understand that we're able
So
to
if we take it as a point of as like a first reality, as undeniable, that when we love, we're really just extending the self outwards.
absolutely.
What can we do when we feel like we're having trouble loving or relating to
yourself,
people with
answer the
love?
question. It's basically just going with inside. Like there's this thing called self-reflection or self-realization. When you go inside and you look at yourself and you examine the self like a scientist or like an alchemist, and you figure out what's going on with you. Why am I upset? What's going on? What happened? What happened to me that's making me feel unwanted or making me feel angry? And once we go inside, all the answers are within us. Sometimes it just takes that meditation or taking that walk or just taking that time to basically just go sit at a pond and just reflect and just think about what we got.
We're alternating between times of space and times of form. Maybe we have an argument, or maybe me and my lover, make love, and that could be a form thing. And then after that, we need that time that space, to process, to grow. It's almost like waves that we need to be able to work through.
That's dialogue and getting results. and making it applicable to each other that we can be able to just, all right, well, I'm having this issue. I'm having this issue. So let me, let's talk about it so I can apply it to.
What you talked about is honesty. And honesty, it seems like it's honesty with each other, but like you said, it's honesty within
The self.
Within
And once you
self.
go within the self, you realize like, why isn't this working? And once you realize, once you go in the self and you realize you start looking back at the patterns that basically that have been going on in a relationship, you realize sometimes like, maybe it's me. Maybe it's not so much the other person, or maybe I need to work on this. Maybe I need to work on this. And once you spend that time, well, you realize, well, dang, she walked through the door. I didn't spend any time with her. When she walked through the door, I didn't.
the way we
I didn't kiss her,
escape
like,
each other and the way we escape ourselves. It's so important to be able to pinpoint those moments when you feel drawn to turn on the television,
Yeah,
those moments when you feel drawn to go check your cell phone.
absolutely.
Those moments when you almost like go into trance and you kind of just like
Once
zone
we're
out.
present, we're able to make cognitive
Once we're
decisions.
present, we have the space to still feel those emotions, but not let those emotions control our reactions.
Absolutely.
And we can express those emotions in a healthy way, whether that's anger or jealousy or disappointment
Some really good
or
points about
passion.
anger, passion. Because a lot of people, they feel like, oh my gosh, we're having an argument. Anger is bad. No, actually, anger isn't. Anger is healthy. Passion is healthy. Disappointment is very, very healthy, because sometimes you realize whenever you have disappointment that you're able to find another way, or you're able to go within the self and to realize, I can make it. I can do it. I believe in myself. And that anger is good, because sometimes that anger, it feels that fire to be able to stop. I really wish that people are able to just understand that outlets are very important, because once you have an outlet in a relationship, and even the outlet with the self, all right, well, you know what, I spent a lot of time on this subject. Let me give it some time. Or we talked enough about it today. I mean, we had an argument today, so let's fundamentally let's think of something to do. Let's go shopping. Let's go eat. Let's go plant a garden. Let's read together. Let's do yoga. Let's have some amazing sex. Let's get a swim. That's amazing.
Quality time together.
I play saxophone. I read. I study, and I just sometimes I spend time doing nothing, because
That's the space that we say we
Absolutely.
need form and we need space.
I'm
Yeah.
just thankful to you to just be able to have the opportunity to be in this space and time, and just thankful to everybody, the viewers, I guess.
Wow, man. Thank you for that gratitude,
Thank
Marcel.
you.
Thank you for joining me. This will be on myincredibleadventure.com. Check it out.
I will, absolutely.